last four. $2.30 Jim RT's been very well supported. It's the second pick. And $9.50 Pat McGarry's been supported at big odds. They're set. Away they go. Getting away nicely there on the inside was Focus Stride with Jim RT, and in the centre, Shades of Heaven now gets a neck in front. Magnificator, watch out, wider on the track. 4 across the track as they get to the first corner, and going into a gallop was Shades of Heaven, and now Jim RT will take over. Focus Stride will get the leaders back. Pat McGarry, 3 back the inside. Up on the outside of those runners next now as they go into the back straight, and just racing a little bit roughly at the moment, 15 Aces. Nathan Zerub gets it back down into a pace. On its inside is Mr. Finnegan. Over on the inside of runners next was Shades of Heaven, and then came Magnificator Watch. Second last is Mighty Joe, and last of all in the running line is the Mac Army. They make their way down the back straight. They're about to go by the first quarter, and out in front is Jim RT. It's got a 10-metre advantage over Focus Stride. Another 6 metres further back to Pat McGarry, and leading up the outside is 15 Aces. Over on the inside of runners next was Mr. Finnegan, and in one by one is Magnificator Watch. It covers up Shades of Heaven. Second last in the run, the Mac Army, and last of all in the run is Mighty Joe. 46.8, fairly quick lead time as they get to the top of the home straight. They'll run to the winning post and have a lap to travel, and Jim RT in front for James Rattray. In second spot is Focus Stride on the outside, looking for cover, 15 Aces. Over on the inside, 3 back Pat McGarry. One by one, Magnificator Watch being tracked up in turn by the Mac Army. Over on the inside, second last is Shades of Heaven, and last of all now into the running line is Mighty Joe. 30.8 the first quarter. They race out of the home straight. 900 metres to travel, and Jim RT still in front by a length. Focus Strides in second spot and getting a little bit closer on the outside now, 15 Aces. Pat McGarry 3 back. Magnificator Watch 1 by 1, and then came on the inside Mr. Finnegan, awkwardly positioned. Being tapped along is the Mac Army, and the last pair are Shades of Heaven, and on its outside Mighty Joe. They race down the back, an identical second quarter of 30.8. 61 6.5. They make their way now past the 600, and it's still Jim RT in front. Second is 15 Aces. Focus Stride full of running, but nowhere to go at the moment. In third spot, 4 spot, 3 back the pegs, Pat McGarry. Mighty Joe's making a run from a long way back. Magnificator Watch is dropping off. Along the inside is Mr. Finnegan, and last of all of that main bunch is Shades of Heaven, and I didn't see what happened to the Mac Army, but it's a long last. They get to the top of the home straight, 28.6 the quarter. Jim RT in front. Focus Stride couldn't wait for the sprint lane. He's come to the outside, and he's starting to warm to the task. In third spot along the inside is Mr. Finnegan, and then came Pat McGarry, but sliding by Focus Stride, too good. Focus Stride beats Jim RT. I think Mr. Finnegan gets third in front of Pat McGarry, and then came 15 Aces, Mighty Joe. Third last in the run was Shades of Heaven from Magnificator Watch, and last of all in the run was the Mac Army. Focus Stride, he couldn't wait for the sprint lane. He had to hook to the outside when they straightened up, and David Miles sealed it past the leader in the last little bit, probably the last